Jay Slater is still missing, and the latest is that Spanish police are not giving up on the case. They are continuing their investigation, and say they are not working on the basis that Jay is missing, feared deceased. After 4 weeks of going missing, what do they know? Do they feel he has been taken, or is hiding out there somewhere? It's basically the same old update, nothing new from their side. His parents are absolutely heartbroken, and Jay's dad called on Interpol to get involved, as he felt the Spanish police's investigation stinks. He also wants Abe Kassim to be questioned by British police. In other news, Brad and Lucy went home, after saying they did everything they could in Tenerife to help find their friend Jay. His parents vow to stay in Tenerife and keep the search going. Let's move on to Abe for a second. I don't believe that Jay went back to the Airbnb with Abe and another man because he wanted to keep on partying. That doesn't even make sense, since according to Abe, they arrived at the rental, gave Jay a blanket, towel, and phone charger, and then went to bed. What party then? Where was the party? Not buying that bullshit. At first, Abe stated that Jay's friends had left him, he had nowhere to go, so they invited him back to the Airbnb. Abe then added more details, saying that Jay didn't have his hotel room key, and asked if he could stay with Abe for the night. So, which is it? I'm going to now point out a huge inconsistency. Some voice notes have emerged on Facebook from Brad's mom. In this voice note, she says that Brad and Jay were together that night. There we go, first problem. Jay's friends didn't leave him alone, like Abe says. She also says that Brad told Jay he wanted to go back to the apartment, but Jay had other ideas of wanting to leave with the two men, which she says was fine because they knew the men. Brad tried to convince Jay to go back with him to their apartment because he didn't want to go back on his own. So then, Brad told Jay to stay in contact with him and call him when he gets back to the Airbnb, which Jay did do. Brad also told Jay to put his phone on charge, and the last message to Brad is that he is going to get some kip, which I guess means get some rest, or go to bed. Now, if this is true, then Abe is definitely lying. Jay's friends didn't leave him. There was a specific reason Jay went with these men. The whole truth is not out yet. Take a listen, and drop your thoughts down below.
We were staying, there is, right, so, they've been to this festival, and then they've ended up, my son said he wants to go back to the apartment. Jay had other ideas of going with these other lads, which they knew, which were fine. Brad tried to say, well, come back, you know, come home with me. I don't really want to go back on my own. But Brad wanted to go back, so he's gone back. And he said, listen, you ring me, Jay, when you get there, and you stay in contact with me, which he did do. Brad told him to put his phone on charge, and he said he was going to get some kip.